Hello, stamping friends. Welcome, welcome. This is Monica Gibberti with Stamping with Monica, and you are joining me for this week's Facebook Live and online class to go. When you're popping out, let me know. Leave me a comment and a heart, a like. Today is July 22nd, 2026. Whoa, time flies. My golly, I can tell that we can say that we're almost at the end of July. And it is a crazy. Hello, Sharon. How are you? Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so if you're joining, let me know, share the video if you would like, and we are going to start, and I'm going to tell you what we're using tonight. First of all, for those of you that do not know me, I am Monica Gibberti with Stamping with Monica. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Stafford, Virginia. That is 40 miles south of Washington, D.C., and about 13 miles north of Fredericksburg. So if any of you watching are local or, oh good, Sharon. So if you're watching and you would like to get into crafting, or you are missing crafting, just reach out. I do hold a monthly class in my studio here, and it's usually the last Saturday of each month, and then here and there throughout the year I also have extra classes that I hold. I also hold retreats, and I have one coming up in September that is sold out, and I have a waiting list. But then I will open up the one that I will do in the second week of November. So I will have about 2 months to get ready for the next one. And we're skipping December altogether because if we're going to get snow, I don't want to get the trouble with snow and everything else. Because last year here in Virginia, or in our area, we got quite a few of those white thing coming from the sky that messed up everybody's schedule. Okay, so let's start. What do I have to tell you? Well, for a demonstrator, if you're a demonstrator or a happy discount shopper and you're part of the Stampin' Up! Family, my family, the Happy Basement Stampers, you know that yesterday we were able to start pre-ordering from the upcoming September through December catalog with stuff for the fall, Christmas, Halloween, and all together. Okay, I placed an order, and I cannot wait to see the things in person and also to get my hands on my catalog. If you are interested, you would like a catalog, you are not working with a demonstrator, and you're not also a demonstrator or happy discount shopper, let me know, because we are receiving our free copy. We just need to request it, and we are receiving our own copy. If you would like a copy from me, stay tuned, because I will send out an email where you can request a copy of the mini catalog. It's not a mini catalog, seasonal or catalog, you want to call it. Okay. What else I have to tell you? So this is my class to go for this week, and you can get your hands on the kit to remake the 5 projects that I'm going to show you tonight and tomorrow night. By placing a qualifying order. It will be at $50 or more before shipping and tax, and after you apply your stamping rewards, and you will receive the supplies to recreate the projects minus the embellishments. If you're interested in receiving the embellishments with an order of $60 or more, I will send you also a free pack of embellishments. Okay. Hello, Diana. Hello, hello. I will see you this coming weekend. So excited. I have a bunch of those that register for my a stitched, what is the name? I always forget. Oh, I call it a stitched, it's not a stitched Christmas, but it's the stocking, the stitched stocking class or stamp camp. And so I will have a few coming in my studio, but then a bunch that I need to mail out. So I'm excited about it. And then I might even put an extra project in there that it will be a wow project. Okay, so I am going all out for my first class of this season for Christmas. And then I will do a monthly class. So I will start doing in August, September, October, and November. And then those will be regular classes with all new product for Christmas. The next one that I will be doing next month in August would be the Pretty Poinsettia, using that bundle and creating beautiful cards with that. Okay, let's start tonight, or this week. We're focusing on the Cutest Crew bundle. This is a bundle that has been coming in and out of inventory because it's been very, very, very popular. So finally, after this came back the last time, I decided to get it. And then my friend and I, Judy and I, designed 5 cute projects, 4 cards and a box using this bundle. Look at this. I mean, this is just a cutie patootie set that you can use to send a birthday wish, a little hello, so glad we're friends, have the best day. And this have the best day can be any day that you want to send a card to somebody, right? So, and then you have the matching die. So this is the stamp, and with the matching dies, you will get to die cut all of these images, 1, 2, 3, the butterflies, well, the butterflies and the flowers are extra. Oops. Okay, because I have a bunch out. So as I said, these are the ones that are the one that will die cut the stamped images. Let me grab it right here. Okay, and then you have these extra ones. So you have birds. You will see that I've used some of these in one of the projects. And then you will die cut butterflies, flowers, and then you have paw prints. And this, I don't know, a street. I don't know what this is, but it's a cute accent to be added to the card. So I'm gonna put these in. I have done quite a bit of the work because tonight I'm going to show you 3 cards, and tomorrow I'm going to show you a fun fold and a box, okay, for the total of 5 projects. So I've done quite a bit, like coloring and die cutting, because you don't want to watch me color, but I will give you all the details. What we're using the bundle, and also as a complement to the cards, we're using the mixed up patterns 12 by 12 designer series paper. This is a fun pack of paper, very versatile. I've used this in one of the add-on classes that I did for my retreat, the last one that I did, and I created very cute cards. And these are very versatile, these patterns, okay? And you can see that you could be feminine or masculine. Look at that. So this is what we're using. And then as far as the embellishments, we're using the 2025, 2027 flat pearls. And these are the in color that are still current, that they came out last year. So we're using that. And then as our ribbon, we're using the baker's twine, and I'm using the very vanilla. You know that we have a pack with a variety. Let me just grab it. I ran out of my white, so in the tutorial it will say baker's twine white. I'm using vanilla on this one, okay? And you will see that even though we're using white paper, it will go perfectly, okay? So let's start with the first card. Okay, I put all my supplies down here. I have a mess on my table, on my countertop here, so that you know, I had all my windows replaced between Monday and Tuesday. 18 windows and one sliding door and one French door down here. It was a mess. It was a mess, and my house is still a mess, and I need to clean out my studio before everybody comes in on Saturday. So there you go. That's my life. Plus, my daughter comes in and out with the baby thingy, and so it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's good. I hope everybody's doing okay. Having a great day, a great Wednesday. The weather has been such, Sharon, for you. You know, we're getting these strong thunderstorms up here. That, you know, it's like crazy. Okay, so the first card will have these supplies. And this is Strawberry Slush, is one of the ink colors. Okay, this is the card base for our first card. And this is going to go together easy peasy. So these cards are, we're starting with easy, and then we're working our way up. So you will find, if you're interested in getting the supplies, you will have the card base. You will have a panel already embossed with, okay, these are the Lazy Daisy. This is the embossing folder. It is a 3D embossing folder, and look at how beautiful. I've used this a lot in my mega class, the the mix and match everyday essential mix and match class. I use this one a lot. So that will go there. Then you have your insert. Then you'll have one of the dies from the Scalloped Blooms dies. And I just realized that we barely touched on this bundle and the suite. So stay tuned, because there's going to be a class focusing on that suite. And then we have that. And then I have two pieces that are the same for each pattern. They are the same. And this little piece right here, that will be where you're gonna stamp. Okay, so let's do the stamping first. Easy peasy, nice and easy. So I'm gonna stamp, and the image that I'm gonna stamp on here are the three birds. Okay, you're gonna take your stamp set. Remember, I cannot send you anything pre-stamped, okay, by Stampin' Up! Rules. Okay, let me just put that over there. And I'm gonna take my Memento or any black ink that will allow you to color with stamping blends, okay? And you're gonna go down and stamp. Okay, that is what you need to do. That's all. Stamp, and then you will color, and the colors that you will use are, because I don't want to stay here and color everything. So I've used, and I'll show you what everything. I used Daffodil Delight. I've used Strawberry Slush, okay? And I used Balmy Blue, because these are the colors that are close to what the Designer Series paper is indicating, okay? And when you're done coloring these, and then you run them, and then I also used soft sea foam for the grass, okay? And then let's not forget the beak. The beak is done in light pumpkin pie, Okay, so let's pretend that this is colored. And then I took my dies right here. Remember, you'll get this little piece, and then you'll take your dies after you color, and then you will die cut. Okay, and after you've done that, this is how the birds will look like. Look, magic. This is how after you color, this is how the birds will look. Okay. Hello, Elise. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you. Yes, it is a cute bundle. So I've used light and dark daffodil on here, light and dark strawberry slush, light and dark balmy blue, and then the beak is done in light pumpkin pie, and the grass is done with the dark soft sea foam. And then you die cut, and voila, this is what you have. Okay, now we need to stamp on here. This little birdie, these little birdie are saying, so glad that we're friends. So let me put these away, stick it in here, and put this one correct. So glad we're friends. And we are stamping in black. Okay, we're stamping, everything is stamped in black, and we're going to just stamp it there. Voila, that's what we need to do. And then after you die cut, we're going to grab our dimensional. So we're starting with a very easy but cutie patootie card. Yes, Judy, it is a cutie patootie card. So make sure that your sentiment is straight. Look at that. Okay, so this is our focal point, and we're gonna finish that. So as I said, even the tutorial, even if the tutorial will say that is white baker's twine, I'm gonna use vanilla because I ran out. And you can do a double. Let me try a single because I've done the double, and I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna do 1 and 1. Okay. We're gonna do that and that. Voila. We're gonna grab our, whatchamacallit. These are mini glue dots. Okay, you lift it, and we're gonna stick this under there. We're gonna roll it under. Roll it so you will not see anything. And voila. Okay, it's a big bow, but that's okay. Okay, we'll make it pretty. Anyways, so what we're going to do to our card front on this one, we're going to glue down our strips right there. And I'm going to stay a little bit higher than my sample because I realized, okay, down that. Then we're taking this little pattern, and the other side is this. So you can pick and choose whichever pattern you want to use, but this goes well with the design. Okay, make it straight there, press down, make sure that nothing is hanging. I'm gonna trim that. And now that everything is done, I'm going to take, guess what, dimensionals. You could, and I'm going to show you, you could rough the edges if you want to, and I've done it in my sample. Okay. And I am going to put this one down on my card front. Okay. And then you're taking your focal point, your focal image, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we are putting this one up here like such. Look at that. And then what we need to do to the front is just put the embellishments that I just had in my hand. Where did I put my embellishments? Right there. And I am going to be using, this is strawberry slush, and I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna put a medium, no, let's put a small up there, and then let's grab a Daffodil Delight. No, this is Darling Duckling. So this is your card front for now. Let's work on the inside. So we're using black for the front. For the inside, we're using a Daffodil Delight. And we're grabbing, let me put my stamps away. I'm going to stick it right there. And we're grabbing these little bird prints, the stamp that I just put out, and here we go. I need my insert. Now, as you know, I like to just put my strips down and not glue them down. Hello, Nancy. So glad that you can join us. Hope you're doing well. So that will go there, and this will go up here, okay? And I'm gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna use this line and try to stamp it straight, or give it a little bit like it is a little print of the birds going somewhere, and I cannot see a thing. And the beauty of these stamps is that they do, after you stamp one and the other, okay, you can just make it, see I made it a little bit of a little trail, okay? And now, I'm gonna put that away, I can glue it down. And let's see, I can do it this way. So the first thing that I'm gonna put down is this, and put it close to that, okay? Because if I need to trim the bottom ones, I could do that. So I need this to be straight, there. And then I need this side to have the glue on. And let's see. There. I can tuck, or I can glue this one on top. Or I can go down a little bit more, like such. And leave a little bit of a line there. And press. Voila! Now take my little scissors or paper snips and trim the rest out. Clean my mess. And voila, this is a cutie patootie card. This goes inside, everything matches, and everything is fun. So a beautiful card to send out to a friend. So glad we're friends, right? And that is the original with the double bow. As you can see, double bow, single bow. Okay. Let's move on to the second card. And so the stamp set has birds, dogs, cats, flowers, butterflies. Okay, and now we're moving down to the dogs. And we're grabbing the supplies for this other beautiful card. This is a little bit more involved. Okay, so we're moving up the ladder. And these are all the bits and pieces of the card. And I don't, hopefully I won't lose any. Okay. This is what you will get in your packet. You will get a card base in Old Olive. Love me this Old Olive. And this Old Olive cardstock is very, very, very thick. Okay, so you have that. Then you have this pattern paper. That will go that. We have another piece that goes in front. This goes inside. You'll have a punched out circle in vellum. You will have these pieces of a designer trees paper, as well as this, and then pieces for you to die cut these, or if I feel like it, you might get these already prepped for you, okay? And you have a label from the Stylish Shapes Dies, and then you might wonder where these arts come from, and these come from the little paw prints that is cut out. So I cut one like this and one in strawberry slush, and then you have the hearts. Okay, so hopefully I will not lose these. Where should I put him so that I don't lose him? Let's see there. Wishful thinking. Okay, so let's move on to create the skeleton of this card. So we're gonna put down the designer series paper, okay, regular size, and we like the matchy, right? Old olive in the cardstock, old olive in the designer series paper. There, that can go there. This piece of basic white is where we're going to work with our pieces of the designer series paper, okay? And they're all cut the same. By the way, if you qualify to receive the free class, then you also be receiving a PDF tutorial. And just as a reminder, I don't remind anybody, I don't remember to say it, but you can also just, if you say, no, I'm not interested in placing the order, I will place it on my own, or I already have the stuff, whatever. But there also is a PDF tutorial up for purchase, and it is $15 if you just want the tutorial. So that will be a PDF email to you. But if you want the supplies and then the extra stuff, you know what to do. And also you will be supporting me, and I will be saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna put down these. This is the order of the paper. And in this case, I'm gonna use liquid glue because I can maneuver before it gets the pieces before the glue dries. So this is gonna go down like that, and you need to make sure that you have the same distance on all three edges, top, side, and bottom, okay? And hopefully put it down straight. Then I'll move on to the edge one, okay, to the opposite, because then you can fix the middle, okay? Remember, same edge, that's your guide. Kind of be straight there, okay? And I'm not pressing down yet. Then we're gonna put this pattern down. Voila. Just leave it there for the time being, and voila with this. This is a very simple layout, but a fun one. Okay, so now I see that I need a little bit there. You're gonna move a little bit there. Okay, kind of placing these like that. Voila. Done. Okay, let's work on this piece. We're going to glue down this vellum, piece of vellum, and for now I'm just gonna put the adhesive to the bottom of it. Kind of put it up right there, okay? And as you can see, you can see some of the adhesive. And so we're gonna cover that, make sure that nothing will be showing. Then we have this piece of, this is Secrecy that we have die cut it with the dies, the strip right there, okay? And what I'm going to do, because I already know, I'm gonna cut off the two outside paw prints, hopefully cutting straight. and straight right there. I cannot wait for my new pair of glasses. I cannot wait for them to call me, say, Monica, they're ready. Come and pick it up, because I'm blind as a bat. And these glasses that I have now, they don't really work that well. So now I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue. A little bit goes a long way, okay? Right there in the middle. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this, kind of try to make it, you know, so that is centered. One paw, just move it, Monica, there. So we have the same distance, and this should be drying pretty soon. Okay, now I am going to, let me put a tiny bit of adhesive there. Okay, so it stays down. Now I can put this one on my card front, and you know me, I love dimensionals. You can just go flat, but mine are gonna go on dimensionals, making sure that we have, and voila. So that should be top, bottom, left, and right, centered with that. Cutie patootie. Okay, let's start stamping. So we're gonna stamp the sentiment, the greetings on this one, and we're gonna say that we're gonna wish somebody a very have a best day, and we're using Secrecy. Welcome everybody. I see quite a few set of eyes. Let me know where you're watching from. Don't be shy, say hi. Hello Janet, I'm so glad that you can join us. I can see that I was just standing up and I saw the name, but I don't have a way of seeing people unless I look at my phone, but my phone is above my head. I can only see from my computer, and so if you want to just say hi, I really appreciate it. Okay, have the best day. And now we're going to go back to this strip, and that's the one that you're going to use to stamp your doggies, okay? And we're going to be using Memento Black, if you still have it, the new hybrid black that we have, anything that can be used to be colored, okay? You can use stamping blends, or you can use any other medium that you have if you want to. I am just going to tell you how I color these, the colors that I've used, okay? I'm gonna grab my dark Daffodil Delight. I'm gonna grab my, I think I did dark Strawberry Slush for the flowers. Strawberry Slush for the flowers, and then I'm gonna show you. Then we need Old Olive. We need Pecan Pie, light and dark Pecan Pie. Where is it? And I think that is it. Yes, okay. So let's assume that I've colored these, and then you're taking the matching dies and you die cut. And this is what the dogs will look like when you're done coloring. So let's pretend that this is all there. Okay, this is how it is, and you could see it in the picture of the tutorial if you're interested on this, or this is it. There we go. Cutie patootie, right? I'm telling you. Okay, so now let's go on. We are going to do two things first. For the front, we're going to take our baker's twine. Okay, we are going to tie a bow. And yet again, I'm using the vanilla. But if you have the baker's twine, the white, you can use white. or you can use other colors. So I am going to cut this, and then I am going to use my mini glue dots, not stick it to my hand, but just stick it on this. Voila. And I'm going to roll these under, and we are just going to put this like that. Stick it to the secrecy and put it down like that. Okay, we're gonna put dimensionals. You know what if I put a tiny bit of adhesive there? Would you stay down for me, please? There. And then we're gonna put a bunch of dimensionals that I had in front of my nose. So I'm gonna put the large behind the large spot, and then I'm gonna grab the tiny ones, mini dimensionals, and put it on. Okay. Peel off. So the front is easy peasy, right? Nothing major. These cards are all easy peasy. What do you think? Okay, now this will go across like such. I need this to stay up there and go across right there. I need to find a way to put that one down. And then I think I'm going to use a mini glue dot. And then we're going to grab more dimensionals behind the label. And I'm going to put this label down here because I want to see the paw prints. There, okay? So now I can trim or just leave it. Now, what we're going to do with these hearts, we're going to put, I think I'm going to hide, yeah, I'm going to put there, I'm going to put, okay, liquid glue. And then let's grab my U-pick tool. I'm gonna put this one, and then behind this, let's see if I can put a dot of glue. So then my vellum stays down, but it will be behind, hidden behind. Okay, so a dot of glue behind this heart right there, so nobody would know, right? And if you don't want the glue to be oozing, just wait a little bit so then it dries out. Okay, and then I've added to my card front, since we have the flat pearls, and remember you can get these free with a $60 or more order placed by next Monday in my online store. And I'm using the Secrecy pearls. Okay, and I'm gonna put a medium down here in the corner. So this is what the front looks like. Okay, voila. Now let's work on the inside, and the inside is fun as well. So for the inside, we have these two pieces. Okie dokie. And we need a stamp that says happy birthday, and we're going to stamp everything in secrecy. So as I said, use this as a guide. This is going to be down here below at the bottom. Then I'm going to put this one right there to give me an idea of where to stamp. Got it? So then I know. Then I'm going to take the sentiment that says happy birthday, and I'm going to stamp it right there. Happy birthday. Then we're going to grab the paws, the paw prints there that are cutie patootie. and we're gonna start stamping them. These paws will go. Okay. And they're easy peasy to line up. Voila. We're done the same. So instead of the little birds prints, we have these. I'm going to put this one down now. Okay. Like such. Voila. And now for this one, I'm going to grab, you could have used, what is the name? Adhesive sheets if you wanted to. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive in here, there, and everywhere. Okay. Just a little bit, because then we will have to trim it to fit here. Okay. Put it down, and voila. A little bit of adhesive goes a long way so it doesn't ooze anywhere. Trim and trim. And 1, 2, and 3. And this will go inside, and look how cutie patootie. Have the best day. Happy birthday. So this can be gifted to anybody that may be, or sent to anybody that has a dog, right? Have the best day. Happy birthday. There we go. And that's the original right there. Remember, you get one of each, okay, this time with your $50 order, or you can get the supplies plus the embellishment. And then last but not least for the night, we're gonna go on, and these are the supplies. Okay, all the bits and pieces are in here. And as I said, I've done a little bit of stamping, but this time we're gonna go a little bit further with sponging and everything. So you will have a card base in a balmy blue, a perennial postage die cut, designer series paper that matches the inside, and all these little pieces right there. This is where you're going to stamp your sentiment, and I've die cut the butterflies here. Ta-da! And then yet again we have another one of this. Okay? So what I'm going to do first is because I need to stamp in color since I did not do that. So on these I'm going to do the stamping and the coloring, okay? So on this one, we're going to be stamping these little flowers right there, okay? So let me grab them. And I'm going to grab my memento in this case. No, these are the butterflies. I need the flowers. I need my flowers. Where are my little flowers? Here they are. Okay. So I'm going to ink the flowers, and I'm going to stamp one set up here, okay? And then one set down here, okay? Then we're going to quickly color them. And what we're using, we're going to use Strawberry Slush. We're going to use Daffodil Delight. And we are going to use Old Olive. Where is my Old Olive? Old Olive. Right here, okay? Quickly. I think I'm going to go with the dark Strawberry Slush. So I'm going to color with a bullet tip. And I'm going to go to color this big flower right there. Okay? And I'm going to do the same on this one. Done. Then I'm going to do my dark daffodil, and I'm gonna do the flowers there. Okay, these are quick and easy to color. All the other animals will take a long time to do in front of you. And then with my old olive, I'm just gonna do the leaves. Easy peasy, right? Voila, so this part is colored. Done. Okay, so I've done that. Now let me stamp everything, and then no, let me finish this. So on this one, you're gonna take a blending brush. This has already some ink. They could be balmy blue or pool party, but doesn't matter. The instruction will say balmy blue just to match. And what I'm going to do is sponge it. Add a little bit of color there. Okay, like such. And then I'm gonna do it to this one as well. Okay, done. Easy peasy. Now we're gonna stamp our cats, and this is the strip where you're gonna stamp your cats, and this is the last of the large stamps for the cat. You ink it, and then you will be coloring them. Okay, and the colors that I've used are the dark of the strawberry slush for the butterflies. You can see we have butterflies, and then the cats are done with the light and dark smoky slate. So you color, and then this is what it will look like when you have colored them. Okay, easy peasy, nice and easy. Just color them whichever way you want to color your cats. Okay, done. Die cut with the matching die. Now we have butterflies, and these butterflies I've die cut with this die right there. Okay, what else do we need to do? The inside. What did I do on the inside? Oh, there you go. I need to stamp, and now I'm going to stamp the butterflies that I have right here. Voila. I'm gonna color them quickly with my dark strawberry slush. And I could alternate. Let's alternate on this one. I'm gonna do strawberry slush. Let's see. Let me think about it. Well, I can do it just to give you. Oh, I used the light. Let me put a little bit more color on these, because I want the dark. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab my daffodil delight, and this butterfly will be like that. Should I put a little bit of light? Let me change it a bit. There you go. Okay, so this will be the inside. Now I need to stamp my sentiment. The sentiment is the one that I used before. That says happy birthday. I'm gonna use my secrecy. And then all the stamping is done. This is a circle, so as long as it's in the middle, we're good to go. Let's assemble this card, and then you're going to tell me what you think. So let's go. We're going to fold this bone folder. Okay, we're gonna grab these two, and I'm going to layer the designer series paper on it. This pack of paper is, you know, doesn't, I think you need, what do you say, needs a lot of more love because it's very versatile. Now, this is my second time using it, and I think it needs, because it is versatile. Okay, now we need dimensionals to put this one on. Easy peasy. That will go on. So the layout of these cards are the layouts are very simple. There we go. So that goes on like that. Then we're gonna take these, and I'm gonna put one on each corner. Okay. Use all the ends, and then that will go there. Then we're gonna take, let's do this for this one because it's not that big. And then this is gonna go on the corner right there. Okay, then we have this little fella, and we are going to put dimensional to start with on the edges there. And then we'll see if we need more. So one top and one bottom. Let me see how I did that. There. Okay. Voila. And if we want, we can put, yeah, I think I can put a little bit of dimensional on here. And a little bit over there, so they're all evened out, whatever. There, okay? So now, I'm going to take this little strip, okay? I'm just going, okay, straight and straight. And then I'm using my paper strips, and I'm going to chop it off, and then basically it has to be cut the same way, and that is going to be chopped off right there. Okay, voila. And I'm going to put a few drops here like I did before, just to secure it a bit. Not too much. Okay. Put it up right there. Flush to the card, to the ends there. Now I'm gonna take more dimensionals for my dogs. No, cats. These are the cats. Using the ends of my dimensionals. Voila. Peel it off. And we're almost done. They will be going on top of this, like such. Okay? So these we don't need. Now I'm gonna put a few drops of liquid glue, one there, and one over there, like that. Let it dry. 1, 2, and 3. Here they are. This is going to be mounted on here. Like such. Let me see. Put it like that. Okay. Let me put the butterflies on. The large one is gonna go there. If it sticks, stick for me, please. Then I'm gonna get the medium It's gonna fly this way. Okay, and the tiny one is gonna go this way. Okay, this is too long. Okie dokie, we're missing embellishments and we're missing our bow. I'm gonna do a nice bow with that. And we're gonna tuck it in under the greeting. Okay. Repeat the same as before with our mini glue dots. Voila. Take it, roll it, and put it under. Voila. And then you're going to use your U-pick tool to press it down, trim it a bit. Voila. And now embellishments. This butterfly, stay there for me, please. Voila. Let's put the inside. Voila. Embellishments. What did I use? I think I used the Timid Tiger color on this, and I'm gonna put birthday. I'm gonna put a small down here, and I'm gonna do the medium up there. Voila. So these are the cards. This is the original right there. Okay, so let me show you the first 3 projects of our class for this week. I hope you like them. So let's start from the easy peasy card. That is this one, but it's so stunning with the embossing. And then we're gonna move up to a little bit more involved with die cutting, coloring, and like that. And then this one right there, done like that. So do you have a favorite? Let me know if you have a favorite of this. Hold on, need to clean my mess there. Let me know, leave me a comment. Just let me know and tell me if you have anything, any of them that you like or not. Okay, so I think these are stinking cute, in my personal opinion. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Elise. Thank you, everybody. So, okay, in case you're just watching, you will be watching the replay. Just wanted to let you know that these are 3 of the 5 projects included in this week's online class to go. You obviously, I hope you got inspired. If you already have the bundle, take it out and go use it. If not, if you purchase the bundle and then your order reaches the minimum threshold of $50 before shipping and tax, and after you apply your stamping rewards, then you can get the class for free. I will send you the pieces, all the pieces, including designer strip paper. What I'm not gonna give you are the embellishments. Probably you can use linen thread at home, or anything that you want, or linen thread, baker's twine, whatever you have. But if your order goes of $60 or more, I will also throw in a pack of these pearls. Okay, Sharon says, okay, I like all but the doggies are my favorite. Yeah, these are stinking cute. Thank you. Then Nancy says number 1. Sharon says number 1 is the easy peasy. Diana says number 2. There you go. Okay, so I'm glad that you like those. So I guess nobody likes cats. You don't like cats? You're more of a Easy peasy birds and dogs and no cats, I guess. Nobody likes the cats. But anyways, these are the cards. And remember, if you get the card kits for free, then you can always substitute, eliminate the cats and just use your dogs. And then you can make the cards however you like them. Okay? So thank you for watching the live, because you see a, what is that? Up here it says live, so you're watching me live. If you're stopping by and watching the replay, let me know. Put down replay. And as a reminder, the videos on Facebook will only stay 30 days. Then Facebook will delete them. So if you want to watch or rewatch my videos, join me on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you can watch the whatever 300 and something videos that I have posted throughout the years. Okay, thank you so much for now. I will see you tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Same place, same channel. Okay, have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day tomorrow. Bye-bye.